Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
A couple of years ago, we were delighted to chill our audience with the performance of Frank Lovejoy in a story of civilian aviation called The Long Night. Since that time, Mr. Lovejoy, undaunted by the terrors of his performance, began taking flying lessons and recently qualified and was licensed as a private pilot. This accomplishment, plus the many requests of air-minded listeners, have impelled us to repeat the story now, with a deep bow of appreciation to the unsung heroes of the Civil Aeronautics Administration who man the control towers of the nation's airports all day long and through every long night. Listen then as Frank Lovejoy stars in The Long Night, which begins in just a moment.
Memo on Medals. Interesting information about our military awards and decorations. For almost the first half century of its existence, from 1862 till 1904, the original design of the Medal of Honor was identical for both the Army and Navy. A five-pointed star with a large medallion in the center showing the goddess of wisdom, Minerva, warding off the figure of discord. The Navy Medal of Honor hung suspended from its ribbon by a small anchor. The Army Medal of Honor by an eagle resting on crossed cannons. Originally, the ribbon was the same for both branches of service. 13 vertical stripes of red and white topped with a blue border. In 1904, the Army changed its medal to the present design, with just the head profile of Minerva in the center of a smaller star backed with a green enamel laurel wreath. In 1913, the Navy changed its Medal of Honor service ribbon and in 1919 made an additional change, resulting in the present-day design, 5 white stars on a field of blue. The Medal of Honor, today as in the past, remains the highest military decoration that can be earned by an American serviceman for devotion and valor above and beyond the call of duty. It is an inspiring call to great sacrifice and dedication, undimmed throughout the long years of our history as a free people.
And now, The Long Night, starring Frank Lovejoy, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Rockford Radio, this is Delta 2318, over.
Delta 2318, this is Rockford Radio. Go ahead.
You stand in the
Delta
airport control tower 90 feet up in the sky over Rockford Field, waiting to go on the night watch. And you listen to the babble of voices that fill the crowded room in an endless series of requests. Requests for an altitude change, request for landing permission, request for the weather.
Ceiling 2,200 feet and lowering steadily. Smoke and haze below cloud ceiling with fog blowing in from the northeast.
Clouds,
Wind
smoke,
8,
haze, and fog, and a
50
ceiling getting lower every minute. This is going to be a long night. Okay, Charlie, I'll take it.
Yeah, well, happy landing.
Yeah. So long, Charlie.
Rockford, this is TWA Flight 70, 11,000 feet, Medford, 2100.
TWA 70, acknowledge.
Rockford Tower, this is Beechcraft Bonanza 91457.
Beechcraft 91457, this Rockford Tower, over.
I've been homing on your range, and apparently my automatic direction finder isn't working right.
What seems to be the trouble with your ADF?
I don't know exactly. I've been changing from one range to another just like I was told to, and I ought to have been somewhere over Minneapolis long ago. I'm not.
All right, 457, we'll work something out for you. Where are you flying from?
Indianapolis?
What was your last known position?
I'm trying to think. I guess the last time I positively knew where I was when I departed Indianapolis.
What time was that?
About 5:30, maybe 5:45.
5:30, please verify. That would be more than 3 hours en route. You should be well out of my range.
Yeah, I know, but I've been circling for more than an hour trying to make the ADF work and looking for Rockford.
What's your remaining fuel?
Well, I guess there's no use kidding myself. I think I've got about 45 minutes. Maybe at the very best an hour.
What's your altitude?
I'm at 5,000 indicated, about 1,000 above the clouds.
457, take a good look around you. Are there any breaks in that overcast? Do you see any holes, any thin spots in your area at all?
No, it's solid. It's a completely solid layer.
Are you an instrument pilot?
What do you mean?
I mean, are you checked out on instruments? Do you have any instrument training?
No, I've never been on instruments in my life. I'm just lost.
In a moment, we continue with the second act of Suspense.
Another visit with Joe and Daphne Forsythe.
Ooh, ouch. Ooh.
What's wrong, Joe?
Daphne, have you been using my razor again?
Just a little. I was peeling peaches.
Oh, fine. Why didn't you change the blade? It feels like you've been sharpening pencils with this thing.
Now, just a minute, buddy. It was you who said we could use more economy around here. And I've been saving wherever I can. And by shaving the skin off the peaches...
But look at my face. Think how the Red Cross could have used all this blood.
It's your own fault. You and your economy.
Well, being penny conscious isn't such a bad idea. Not if you use common sense. Take savings bonds, for instance.
Here it comes.
Go right ahead and scoff. But I got 8 million Americans who agree with me. We all buy savings bonds on the payroll saving plan because we know that investing in bonds is the best way to use our money.
We could use some of that money around here.
Well, maybe, or maybe we just think we can. When we buy bonds, we guarantee we'll have the money in the future, when we'll certainly need it more.
Stop waving that razor. You're splattering me with soap.
Well, I don't mean to get excited, but who wouldn't? Where else can a man make an investment that's guaranteed to pay off $4 for every 3? And guaranteed by the credit of the whole U.S. of A. So there.
Bravo! Bravo!
All right. Now let me change the blade and get back to shaving.
I think I'll stay and watch.
Why?
Because you're so cute when you cut yourself.
Oh, fine.
And now, starring Frank Lovejoy, Act 2 of The Long Night.
You look at the clock, 9:04. You look at the clock and mentally give yourself 45 minutes. 45 minutes to find him, bring him in, and get him on the ground. Your mouth feels dry. You reach for a cigarette, and you do the next thing that must be done. Mike.
Yeah.
ATC emergency.
Roger. This is Rockford Tower. Emergency to all concerned. Emergency landing at Rockford Airport. All aircraft below 8,000 feet within 20 miles of Rockford radio range leave courses immediately and maintain
Rockford
radio
Tower,
silence until advised.
Beechcraft, 91457.
Rockford Tower.
Come in,
Have emergency
457.
to all concerned.
Okay, Rockford.
Emergency landing at Rockford.
Tell me, are you familiar with range orientation?
Below 8,000
No, I don't know
feet,
anything
20
about that
miles of
either.
Rockford
I'm
radio
just a
range,
businessman
leave
with a new
courses
airplane.
immediately and
I know only
maintain
enough
radio
about the
silence
radio
until
to tune in the station.
6-7 Alpha, acknowledge.
I know I'm lost, though, and need
960,
help. These gas
Roger.
tanks aren't getting any fuller.
Yes, I know. Now,
This is 370.
I'm going to try
Okay,
a
Rockford.
fix on you and bring you in over the Rockford Airport. I'll tell you what must be done, but you have got to do it. I can't fly the airplane for you. Do you understand?
Yeah, okay, Rockford, I understand.
I want you to listen very closely to the range signal. Put everything else out of your mind. Listen and describe exactly what you hear.
Okay. Hello, Rockford. I hear a code sound. Is that the range?
That's right. Now, what does it sound like?
Well, it goes da-dit, da-dit.
Okay, 457. Now, is it loud or soft?
It's pretty loud.
Okay, that's the N quadrant. Now, I want you to tune to the Madison, Wisconsin range and tell me what you hear.
Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. Hello, Rockford. I've got the Madison range.
What does that read?
Well, it's just like the other, only backwards. Dit-da, dit-da.
That's right.
I can hardly hear it, but it's there, all right.
Okay, 457. Now, that's the A quadrant. Now, I want you to try Peoria and then Chicago. Rockford, Madison, Peoria, Chicago. 4 corners to check from. 4 radio sounds that you hope he's reading correctly. You finish the check and he comes through without a bobble. You know you have him fixed. You know at least his direction from you. You take a deep breath, and for the first time, you feel a tiny flicker of hope that you're going to find your stranger and get him in all right. But you're a long way from home. You light another cigarette, and you push the black microphone button hard. Now, listen carefully. 457, I'm going to run a check procedure on you. I want you to take up a northeast heading. Turn your volume down as low as you can and still receive the rain signal. At the very moment you detect a change in signal strength, either higher or lower, advise me.
All right, Rockford, I'll do my best. Hello, Rockford. My gauges indicate empty tanks. There's some gas left, I know, but I have no idea how much. You know where I am?
I'm quite sure of your direction from me, and I believe I know how far you are out within, say, 20 miles. If what you've told me is correct, I estimate you have 30 minutes fuel remaining. I believe your gauges are indicating normally. Now try to concentrate on doing what I've told you to do.
Yeah, okay, Rockford. I don't want you to think I'm ungrateful. I realize you can't afford mistakes, but I can't last much longer. I'm not trying to hurry you, but the gauges stay empty and my son is getting sick.
You didn't say anything about having any passengers aboard. How many are there?
Just my son and me.
Is the air rough? Is there turbulence?
No, the air is smooth.
You said your son is getting sick.
Well, he's scared. That's what's making him sick. You see, he's only 9 years old.
In a moment, we continue with the third act of Suspense.
We have together ample capacity and freedom to defend freedom. This is NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Soviet-dominated nations are held together only by political and military coercion. The strength and fiber of NATO lies in the fundamental unity in the face of dangers which threaten. Thanks to this solid fundamental unity, NATO nations can overcome difficulties and bring into harmony their individual points of view. The United States of America is a part of NATO. You should be aware of and alert to the objectives and programs of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization.
And now, starring Frank Lovejoy, Act 3 of The Long Night.
You don't say anything for a long minute. You just stare out into the miserable night and your thoughts are not nice. You think of your own kid and you thank God he's home safely in bed. And now you have an even stronger reason to bring this stranger home. You reach for the microphone button. Now listen carefully, 457. You should be approaching my west leg close into the station. I want you to listen carefully and describe any change in your signal. I won't call you. You call me when you hear anything change.
Okay, Rockford. Hello, Rockford. The signal is much louder now, and I'm getting more of a continuous tone in my earphones, although I can still hear that other signal.
All right, 457. That's fine. That's good. Now listen carefully. When you hear nothing but a tone, when there's nothing but a loud buzz in your ears, I want you to turn right to 93 degrees on your compass. Do you understand me?
Yeah, I understand. Turn right to 93 degrees on the compass when I hear a loud tone.
That is correct.
The tone is strong now. I don't hear the other signal, nothing but the tone. Shall I?
Yes, turn right. Turn to 93 degrees and advise.
Advise?
Advise when on course. When on 93 degrees, advise.
Oh, Roger. Advise when I... Oh, I'm on course now on 93.
Good. Now, you're approaching the range now, almost over the station. The range is about 2 miles from where I'm sitting. The signal you hear will continue to increase in volume until you cross the range. At that time, it will fade out quickly, and for a moment you may hear nothing. Then it will increase again rapidly. Now, at the very instant your signal fades, I want you to make an immediate left turn to a heading of 45 degrees. You take that heading and advise. Understand?
I understand.
Mike.
Yeah.
Get on the phone and alert the local police and fire departments. Tell them what we've got.
Roger.
Get all the lights on the field and the runway markers. We get them down through this, you won't have any time to spend looking for the field.
Yeah, will do.
That is, if we get them down through it.
Rockford, I'm over the range and starting a turn. It's just like you said. It's exactly the way you said it would be.
Roger, 457. You're doing fine. Now, come left to 45, straight and level. Hold it until I tell you different. I'll call you back.
I think you got him, Ken.
If he's where he ought to be, we'll hear him in about 20 seconds. I'm going out on the platform and listen. Let me know if he calls in.
Okay.
You stand on the steel grating of the tower platform. You try to hear over the sounds from the field below. You strain your ears for a sound that should come to you out of the southwest. You never want to hear anything so much in your life. You hold your breath. You stop breathing to hear better. And then it's there, a single engine singing a quiet, sweet sound and approaching directly on course. You flick your burning cigarette out into the black space and stumble back into the tower room and grab the mic. 457, this is Rockford. You're over the field. I hear you clearly. Start a 360 immediately and orbit in your present area.
Beginning at 360. For God's sake, tell me what to do. This engine is ready to quit.
Snap a look at the clock. It's 9:46. 5, maybe 6 minutes more if you're lucky. 6 minutes at the outside to get him lined up properly for a straight-in approach, to talk him down through 4,000 feet of solid clouds. 6 minutes to bring off a miracle. You mash the microphone button hard and you try to sound calm. 457, I hear you plainly. You're circling the airport. Now, there isn't time to talk this thing out. You'll have to do exactly what I tell you to do the first time and do it right. There simply isn't enough time. Wait a minute. Do you have any parachutes aboard?
No parachutes.
All right. We'll have to do it this way. Now, listen to what I say. You don't have to talk. You just listen. Now, come around to a due west heading. Due west. As you do, start slowing her down. Slow her down. Trim her up for a power approach. A normal power approach. Do you understand?
I understand, Rock.
Don't talk. Just bring her around. Head west, power on, slow her down. Flaps down to approach position. Trim her up, make her steady. Advise me when you're headed west and slowed down.
I'm trying to get her steady. I'm trying to do what you told me.
All right, 457. Don't talk. Advise when on course.
Rockford, I'm on 270 now, slowing down. I don't know. I just don't know.
I know you don't know. All we can do is try.
I'm down to 80 now, flaps down and power on.
Roger. Now, 457. You're going to bring her around very slowly and precisely to an east heading. You're going to handle her very gently so she won't fall off on you flying so slow. Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Let her continue to settle at 500 feet a minute. Just bring her around slowly to the east, recover, and then take your hands off the controls.
She won't fly with my hands off the...
She will fly. She'll fly better than you can. Now listen to me. When you're eastbound, hands off. She'll descend slowly into the clouds. After you're in those clouds, do not touch the controls.
I don't think that
Don't think. Do as I tell you. Now, when you get in the clouds, everything will change for you. You'll think the airplane is all wrong, that it's doing everything it shouldn't do. If you leave it alone, it'll start a slow spiral to the left, but I don't think it'll be enough to do any harm until you've broken out under the ceiling. Now, whatever it does, you'll think it's going to the right or up or down or even spinning. But it won't be doing any of those things unless you make it do them. Now, don't touch it. Are you eastbound?
I'm eastbound, yes.
Now, take your hands off the controls.
But
Take your hands off now.
Okay. Hands are off.
All right, now, just let her have it. Let her fly herself.
ceiling's down to 600 feet, Ken.
Oh. Doesn't give him much time to recover and get his bearings when he breaks out, but it's all we can do. It's all anybody can do. You stand there waiting. You're only too aware of what can be happening in the cabin of Beechcraft 457, sweating out each second of the time with a terrified pilot and his deathly scared kid. You wonder if this man, this stranger and yet no longer a stranger, can keep his fantasies under control for the long letdown. The lonely, long letdown through total darkness with nothing but a great fear for a companion. A minute goes by, another, and then...
Rockford! Rockford, it's turning, Rockford! Turning, airspeed's high, going higher!
Get off those controls, cut the throttle.
I've got the throttle closed, but she's slowing down fast. I can't see, I can't...
All right, she's going to stall. Give her the throttle slowly. Keep your hands off except the throttle. She'll climb back out on top if you keep your hands off her. 2 minutes wasted. And now, if the teacup of gas still in his tanks holds out, if he gets back on top, you still have to do it all over again. You begin to feel the long night closing in on you. He's almost calm when he calls you back this time. You can almost hear his sigh of relief.
Hello, Rockford. I'm back on top now.
Good. Now let's try it with the power off this time.
No use, Rockford. It's just no use. I can't do it. I was fine until I got into those clouds. I just couldn't sit there and do nothing. I just couldn't. I know I can't do it again.
Listen, there's time. There's time for another try.
Forget it. The engine just quit. That's it, Rockford.
You can
Forget
still...
it. You're wasting your time. I just want to say thanks for trying.
Hello, 457. Hello, Beach, 457.
He can't hear you, Ken. His hands froze to the mic.
Yeah. You better hit the crash button.
Roger.
Rockford Tower to all planes awaiting landing instructions. The emergency is over. Normal radio procedure is now in effect. Rockford Tower out.
This is United 512 at 12,000 feet, Plainview Range at 2151.
Suspense, in which Frank Lovejoy starred in William N. Robeson's production of The Long Night, adapted by Sam Pierce from the story by Lowell D. Blanton. Supporting Frank Lovejoy in The Long Night were Barney Phillips, Peter Leeds, Sam Pierce, and Eddie Firestone. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with It's All in Your Mind, starring Barry Kroger. A tale of telepathy and terror, well calculated to keep you in suspense.
This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robson.
One man's war is another man's history lesson. Yet it is only 44 years ago this Indian summer that the war before the last set Europe afire. To today's missile-minded men in uniform, it was a quaint war, which began with bravado cavalry charges and ended in the sickening, senseless stalemate of the trenches. But to the fighting man of 1914, it was real. Its bullets killed, its shrapnel tore the flesh, its grenades disemboweled. And whatever else it may have failed to accomplish, that First World War inspired some of the century's best literature, an example of which you are about to hear. One of the most provocative short stories of World War I. Listen then as Herbert Marshall stars in The Man Who Won the War.
The Man Who Won the War, starring Herbert Marshall. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Years is a long time in any man's life. And beyond counting when it is spent in disgrace and exile. It was 10 years ago tonight I first set foot upon this Flemish beach. I returned here tonight under a sort of compulsion, like a criminal returning to the scene of his crime. But I am no criminal, and what I did here 10 years ago was no crime. Oh, I'm so tired of forever staying and of forever being disbelieved.
Guten Abend.
Huh? What? Who's that?
It's I. You're not Rector. Did I not see you at dinner tonight? At the inn in the village?
Oh, yes, I'm staying there.
And I believe we are the only two guests. Won't you sit down? This driftwood log should be big enough for two.
Thank you.
You are English, Mr.
Oh, yes, excuse me. Bradman's the name, Roger Bradman. Yes, I'm English. And you, I take it, you're German.
That's right, Mr. Bradman.
10 years ago, we were at each other's throats.
Yeah. And for what?
What indeed?
If I may say so, Mr. Bradman, it seems strange to find an Englishman in a channel watering place in October.
Yes, I suppose it does. Midsummer of the time we flock to the beaches. But then you don't find any Germans on the Belgian coast these days, at any time of the year.
No, we are not exactly welcome here. And no wonder, after what we did to this country.
It could have been worse.
Did it?
You might have won the war instead of losing it. Here on this beach 10 years ago.
What?
10 years ago tonight on this beach. That's when you lost the war. I know because I'm the man who won the war.
That is a most extravagant statement,
Oh,
my
I'm
friend.
well aware of it. No one has ever believed it. No one. But it's true.
Perhaps I would believe it.
Would you?
I might if I knew the details.
Well, you wouldn't be interested. No one is.
I am very much interested.
I can't for the life of me see why.
Believe me, Herr Bradman, I would like very much to hear your story.
Very well. You see, when the war began, I was placed in command of the destroyer Fire Drake, attached to Admiral Hood's battle forces, North Sea Patrol. On the night of October the 28th, 1914, the Fire Drake was cruising up the Belgian coast to join the main fleet. We had taken aboard some extra shells and ammunition at Plymouth, along with several cases of Scotch whiskey, since the fleet was looking forward to extended action. And I'm afraid those cases were uppermost in our mind that night as we sat around the wardroom after dinner.
I say, Commander, what brand of whiskey did ship's supplies put aboard?
No, I didn't think of looking.
I did. Cameron Highlander, it said on the boxes. And a very bonny brogue, too.
That wouldn't be a hint, would it, Mr. Gilliam?
Oh, no, sir. But it is nippy on deck tonight.
Do you concur, Mr. Ainsley?
Yes, indeed, sir. The wind's got a bite to it. Man could catch himself a nasty cold out there tonight.
Very well, you scoundrel. Hopper.
Aye, sir.
Go down to the storeroom and break out a bottle of that whiskey we took aboard this afternoon.
Aye, sir. Any news on the fighting front in Flanders, sir?
What there is all bad. Our forces have a handful in the center. On the right, the French are just barely holding. But the real danger is right off there, to starboard.
How's that, sir?
The left flank, the Belgian sector. Von Kluck's Third Army is pressing hard. If he breaks through the Belgian line, you can write off France. The Kaiser will be in Paris in a week.
Oh, here's Hopper with our wee drop.
You needn't have bought the whole case, Hopper.
I wanted you to see it, sir. I opened 4 of them, and the contents are all the same.
Yes, I was right. It says Cameron Highlander on the box.
Yes, sir, but the contents are not Cameron Islander whiskey. They're Cameron Islander uniforms.
What?
Yes, sir. See? Here's the kilt, and the Glengarrys, and the sporrans.
Where's the whiskey?
Well, as near as I can make out, there ain't any, sir. What I'd say is that them boxes contain nearly 200 Scotch Islander uniforms.
I'm afraid this will be a dry voyage, gentlemen.
So what shall I do with these boxes, sir?
We'll stow them out of the way until we make port again.
Aye, sir.
There's the speaking tube, sir.
Mr. Tweddle requests the captain come to the bridge.
Acknowledge, will you please, Mr. Gilliam?
Yes, sir.
Now, what kind of trouble do you suppose Twiddle's run into? Coming along, Ainsley?
Might as well. Can't bring kilts and Glengarry. Freshening up a bit.
Aye, she'll be on her beam ends before morning. Yes, Mr. Tweddle?
Thought you wanted to see this, sir.
Well,
Look, there on our starboard quarter, tiny light.
yes, I see it.
Yeah, take a look through the night glasses.
Flashing on and off.
That's right. And according to my reckoning, we're off the mouth of the Yser River. Now, if you look at this chart, you'll see that there are no lighthouses along this stretch of coast. Yet there is a flashing light where no light ought to be.
Perhaps it's a signal of some sort, sir.
Undoubtedly, but whose?
Well, the Germans can't have advanced so far.
How can you be sure, Mr. Ainsley?
Wait a minute. That light's flashing a message in Morse code.
Huh?
G-R-O-G. G-R-O-G. Quartermaster,
Aye, sir.
change course to 110.
Change course to 110, aye, sir. Now steering 110.
What are you going to do, sir?
Take a closer look.
But, sir, this might be a trap.
Yes, it might. But don't you recognize the code word, grog, Mr. Tweddle?
No, sir.
You were never a midshipman in the Royal Navy, were you, Mr. Tweddle?
No, sir. My apprenticeship was in the merchant service.
Then, of course, grog wouldn't mean anything to you.
I don't understand, sir.
Well, Mr. Tweddle, G-R-O-G is a midshipman's joke. It means good rum on goose days.
Well, I don't understand, so when is Goose Day?
That's the joke, Mr. Tweddle. Goose Day never comes. In juvenile, I admit, but fascinatingly esoteric when you're 14 years old.
Why would anybody be sending a midshipman code word from the coast of Belgium in the middle of a war?
That, Mr. Ainsley, is what we're going to find out. Be good enough to tick off a landing party.
Aye, sir.
Number 2 power launch. We shall go ashore in 10 minutes.
But, Captain...
You have your orders, Mr. Ainsley.
Aye, sir. You can't be serious, Captain.
I am, Mr. Tweddle.
But this might be a trap. We have no way of knowing whether the Germans have advanced beyond this point or not.
Yes, it might be a trap. Or it might be some poor beggar trying to escape the advance. It's worth looking into.
But suppose it is a trap.
Now, don't you worry, Mr. Tweddle. I'm not asking you to go ashore. I'm leading the landing party myself.
It is not a matter of fear, sir.
Naturally.
One of caution.
Of course. How speed ahead?
Speed ahead, sir.
The fleet orders clearly state.
I'm quite aware of the contents of the fleet orders. And they state that elements of the Royal Navy are to give all possible aid and assistance to shore positions.
They also limit such aid to ships of the class of the Mercy and the Seven.
Very true, Mr. Tweddle. We'll stretch the limits of that portion of the orders a little, shall we?
Furthermore, we are under specific orders to rendezvous with the flagship at dawn.
Then we may be a little late.
Sir, I protest...
Mr. Tweddle, apparently things are different on the merchant service. But in His Majesty's fighting ships, an executive officer does not protest to his commander. You will heave to and drop anchor. If I have not returned within an hour, you will proceed to the fleet rendezvous. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Carry on.
we're about half a mile down the beach from the light now, sir.
Very well. Bring her inshore.
Aye, sir. That light is getting dimmer and dimmer.
Probably only a pocket torch. Battery is running out. All right, men. Your attention, please.
Aye, sir.
When we hit the beach, we'll spread out 10 feet apart and proceed toward that light. Keep well down and walk with the utmost quiet. If you encounter a sentry, try to knock him out before he challenges you. Use your arms only as a last resort. We're not here to get into a battle, but only to investigate that light. If we should be engaged by the enemy, I will fire 3 rapid shots as a signal to return to the boat. Hopper and Sturgeon will remain with the boat. And Hopper.
Yes, sir.
If we have to retreat in a hurry, wait until the last possible moment before you shove off.
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir. All very clear, sir. Well, brace yourself, lads, for coming into the surf.
Now, men, over the side and hold your rifles high. Not 100 yards from where we landed, we encountered a German sentry. He was asleep, poor beggar. And so as he figured no one would be around the sand dunes in the middle of the night, he was undoubtedly done in. He was sitting on a log, and he'd taken off his boots, burying his 18 feet in the cool sand. I'm afraid he wasn't a very cheerful example of the German military machine that night. For with no trouble at all, Mr. Ainsley and I crept up on him. We had him bound and gagged before he was quite awake.
There we are. I don't think he'll give us any trouble now, sir.
I shall think not. Now, my friend, bleiben Sie ruhig und Ihnen wird nichts passieren. We'll take him along, Mr. Ainsley.
Aye, sir.
Margaret, put on this fellow's spiked helmet and remain a tense close. If a relief sentry appears, take care of him. But no shooting unless absolutely necessary.
Yes.
Let's get a move on, men.
Just a moment, sir.
What's that?
What are those voices?
Lightning, halt. They're speaking French.
They're allies.
So we must make certain. Take through the mill and come up on them from the rear.
Aye, sir.
I'll approach from this side. I'll do the talking. If it's a trap, I'll give the signal to fire. After one volley, break for it. And rendezvous at the launch.
Yes, sir. Evans, Stanley, come with me.
Wilson, Rodman, Noir.
Aye, sir.
Follow me quietly. We keep low.
Yes, sir.
Allô? Que faites-vous là? Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Qui va là?
Vos amis, anglais.
Ah, Dieu. Enfin. Par ici.
What did he say, sir?
He said to approach. They're Belgians or French. Come on, men.
Salut, mes amis.
Est-ce que vous parlez anglais?
Why, yes, I speak English a little.
Oh, good. I dare say your English is better than my French. May I introduce myself? I'm Commander Bradman, of His Majesty's ship Fire Drake.
I can't tell you how glad I am to meet you, Commander. I am Major de Lesseps of the 3rd Belgian Dragoons. This is Lieutenant Chapotin.
Enchanté, Monsieur Commandant.
And here's one of my officers, Lieutenant Ainsley.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Bonsoir, monsieur. And who is this who's bound and gagged?
Oh, an enemy sentry we picked up on the way. You can have him.
Thank you.
We saw your light from the ship. Whatever made you flash the word grog?
I thought a Royal Navy man might respond more quickly to grog than SOS.
It was an inspiration, but where did you learn it?
Oh, yeah, I used to sail in the regattas at Cowes when I was younger. One of my best friends was Albert Hollister. He was a midshipman in those days.
Percy Hollister. Know him well.
He's
striper now. Gunnery officer on the repulse. Now, we can go into that another time. What's the reason for your signal, Major?
Simply this, Commander. We are in trouble, serious trouble. We have been pushed back day after day until our men are completely exhausted. Our orders are to make a stand here at the Isère River, long enough to give the sappers time to blow the dikes. Once the dikes are broken, the river should stop the enemy.
How long will it take to blow the dikes?
We must hold the line until sundown, roughly 18 hours.
And you can't do that.
I seriously doubt it, Commander. We have appealed to your army for help, but it is completely engaged on our right and can send us no reinforcements. The French are too far south, and they have their hands full, too. Now, it was my suggestion that tonight start meeting to seek help from the sea, as it's our last chance.
Well, what do you want us to do?
Stand by us and bring your guns to bear on the enemy's advance.
But we're only a destroyer, Major. We haven't enough firepower to do any good whatsoever. And we haven't the range for offshore bombardment.
Then we are finished. So is the war. There's nothing between Von Kluck and Paris but us.
I'm sorry, Major.
Écoutez, they're starting the barrage early this morning. I suppose they know this is the last day.
We stood there listening to the angry boom of the big guns, each man alone with his hopeless thoughts. My gaze wandered to the hapless German sentry lying where we had dumped him in the sand. His eyes were wide open with fear, and he looked like a schoolboy victim of some upper-class ragging. His bare legs protruding skinnerly from his rolled-up trousers. Bare legs? Mr. Ainsley.
The kilt. The kilt, sir?
Yes, we can put a company of Cameron Highlanders into the Belgian lines.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't quite follow.
Major, we can help you. Oh, it's a long, long shot, but it might work.
What might work? Come on, there.
Somebody made a botch back in Plymouth and loaded us with cases of Scotch uniforms instead of Scotch whiskey. There are nearly 200 complete uniforms of the 1st Cameron Highlanders aboard.
Yes, but I don't...
We'll give them to you. Put them on a company of your men. Let them show themselves in the front lines when the attack begins this morning. And perhaps, the Germans will think the British have rushed in a crack division to reinforce you.
Yes, it might work.
We can let you have a few Lewis guns, too. But there won't be much help unless the uniforms do the trick.
Well, it is, as you say, a long shot, but let's try it.
Very well. Mr. Ainsley?
Sir.
Go back to the ship at once and fetch those cases of uniforms and 4 cases of Lewis guns and ammunition.
Aye, sir.
I'll remain here with the Major and help him to get his men lined up. And Ainsley.
Sir.
Should Mr. Tweddle inquire, you might tell him I'll be detained a little while longer, winning the war.
Aye, aye.
In the pale light of the city moon. Everything was done with the utmost respect and impressiveness. And it seemed to me that the bright clad put new energy as well as hope in the battle-weary Belgians.
They look like the real thing, don't they?
They certainly do. Do I believe it will work?
I'm sure it will. Oh, I nearly forgot, sir.
What, Agent?
Mr. Tweddle asked me to tell you the flagship has been trying to reach you on the wireless.
What do they want?
Mr. Tweddle didn't say, sir.
No, they'll have to wait till this business is finished.
Mr. Tweddle said he'd reply, sir.
Oh, very well, then.
Well, Commander, that's the last of them. 1,000 thanks, sir.
Not at all. Scott kilts are precious little use to a ship full of sailors. But they made their return for you this morning.
I feel sure they will.
Well, we must be on our way. Less than an hour till daybreak. Goodbye, Major.
Goodbye, Commander.
You must look me up after the war. Always reach me at the Navy Club in James's Square.
Thank you, sir. I'll do that. Au revoir.
Au revoir, Major. Bon chance and all that sort of thing. Well, Mr. Tweddle, I think we can get underway now.
Finished with your visit ashore, sir?
It's scarcely a social call, Mr. Tweddle. I think it may have been of some help to our allies this morning.
Of course, sir. The flagship's been trying to reach you, sir.
Oh, yes, Mr. Ainsley said something.
I signaled them that you'd gone ashore.
Oh, you did? That must have intrigued them.
Well, I shouldn't say they were pleased. I just received this reply from them.
Mm-hmm. As senior officer present aboard, you are ordered to take command of Firedrake and proceed to fleet rendezvous immediately. Well, that's a neat double cross, Mr. Tweddle.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bradman, but my responsibility is to the ship on which I serve.
Yes, I can see that it is.
However, since you are once more aboard...
Oh, no, Mr. Tweddle. You have your orders from the flag. Follow them. Meddling rule-book sailor, his captured wireless message had made an unnecessary embarrassment for me. But I had no doubt that my explanation of the night's work would fully satisfy the Admiral. So let Mr. Tweddle have his little moment of triumphant command. I stood out on the starboard bridge wing as it pulled away from the Belgian coast. And through my binoculars in the gray dawn, I thought I saw the flashing red and yellow of the Cameron flag as the last day of the first battle of Flanders began. As I expected, the Admiral made a thorough investigation of the matter, and a few days later I faced him in his quarters aboard the flagship.
Commander Bradman, your little adventure of a few nights ago involved some very serious breaches of discipline. You disposed of war material without authorization. You left your ship without authorization. You deliberately violated the fleet orders regarding assistance to land forces.
And I managed to stop the German advance dead in its tracks.
We know that the German advance has been stopped, Commander, but it was stopped by opening the dikes of the Yser River, a plan which has been part of the Belgian and French grand strategy for years.
Sir, the dikes would never have been opened if the Belgian line hadn't held that last day of the battle. And they held because the German attack was slowed down. And it was slowed down because the Germans thought the Belgians were reinforced by the 1st Cameron Highlanders.
I have given your story the benefit of every doubt, Commander. I've even queried the Belgian General Staff to try to substantiate it. I have the reply. They have no record of any unit being outfitted in Highlanders' uniform.
This was not a General Staff matter. It was on a regimental level.
I may say there is even some doubt on the part of the members of your crew whether or not the men who received the uniforms were Belgians.
What?
Yes. Mr. Tweddle said...
Mr. Tweddle, that meddling fool from the cargo
That's
ship...
enough, Commander. It is the decision of the Fleet Inquiry Board that you be relieved of your command, placed in irons, and be returned to Hull to face court-martial.
Well, that's about all there is to tell, Herr Bexel. The court-martial at Hull sustained the Board of Inquiry's decision, and I spent the rest of the war in prison. Afterwards, I naturally had to leave England. And wherever I went, sooner or later, Vancouver, Singapore, Melbourne, the story, their story, followed me. Sooner or later, some ex-Navy man would turn up to recognize me, and I would have to move on. And that's the way it's been since. Moving. Moving, always moving. Until at last I was compelled to return to this very spot where it all happened. Why, I don't know.
I know.
You do?
Yes. To find someone who believes you are the man who won the war.
Do you believe it?
Yes. You see, I too have been compelled to return here tonight.
You? Why?
Because I am the man who lost the war.
What?
Yes. I am the German sentry you found asleep at his post.
Then there was nothing more to say. Nothing to say. He turned and walked slowly back along the beach toward the sleeping town. I suppose the truth is the loneliest name on earth.
Suspense, in which Herbert Marshall starred in William N. Robeson's production of The Man Who Won the War, written by Robert Buckner and dramatized for suspense by Mr. Robeson. Herbert Marshall and The Man Who Won the War were Abraham Sofair, Ramsey Hill, Ben Wright, Ted DeCorsia, and Barney Phillips. Listen again next week when we return with another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. 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 Suspense.
Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
Mrs. Rogers was the kind of a lady to whom nothing ever happens. A quiet widow living in a quiet town among quiet friends. But dear Mrs. Rogers hardly expected to become involved in murder when she put that innocent little classified ad in the evening paper. Things weren't that quiet. Listen then, as Miss Lee Patrick stars in My Dear Niece, which begins in just a moment.
Welcome, William Bendix.
Nobody can act up to par with a nasty cold. I check my cold distress the fast way, with 4-way cold tablets.
Yes, tests of 4 leading cold tablets proved 4-way fastest acting of all. Amazing 4-way starts in minutes to relieve aches, pains, headache, reduce fever, calm upset stomach, also overcomes irregularity.
4-way's the fast way to relieve those cold miseries. Then you feel better quickly.
4-way cold tablets, only 29 and 59 cents.
Here's a word about another fine product of Grove Laboratories. Yes, you can get rid of embarrassing dandruff while you improve the appearance of your hair. With Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo. Its special dandruff-removing lather reaches right down to the scalp, gently, thoroughly. So effective, it's guaranteed to remove itchy dandruff with just one lathering. And yet, Fitch can brighten your hair. Actually make it as much as 35% brighter. See shining highlights you didn't even know were there. For remember this about Fitch Shampoo. It positively removes dandruff, as it definitely acts to brighten your hair. Use it regularly.
And now, My Dear Niece, starring Lee Patrick. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
My dear niece, I'm writing you this letter in explanation of certain recent actions of mine, about which you are probably curious. You will recall that it was upon your advice that I placed the advertisement in our local paper, and you will probably recall its text. Widowed woman, genteel, some secretarial experience, drives own car, desires position of interest with reliable business house. Address Mrs. Emily Rogers, Box 2B, or phone Hilton 22412. Hello?
Mrs. Emily Rogers, please.
This is she speaking.
I'm calling about the ad you ran in yesterday's paper.
Oh, yes.
I think I can offer you a position you'd be interested in, Mrs. Rogers. My name is Bruce.
Yes, Mr. Bruce.
We're a very small publishing house, Mrs. Rogers, and we need someone to take care of any of the contacts we might wish to make in your part of the country.
Oh, you aren't from Hilton, then?
No, our offices are in Los Angeles. We'd pay you $50 a week, providing you could use your home as an office, although there wouldn't be much office work required. And as I say, the position primarily would be one of establishing contacts.
Why, it sounds fine, Mr.
Bruce.
It sounds fine, Mr. Bruce.
Good. Then consider yourself under salary, beginning immediately, Mrs. Rogers. I'll phone you again as soon as there's something more definite for you to do.
And that's how I got the job. I assumed, naturally, that I would immediately receive instructions from Mr. Bruce as to how I should go about establishing contacts. But the first word I had after the telephone conversation was when the postman arrived the next Saturday with an envelope for me containing a check for $50. There was no return address on the envelope, and the check was a personal one, bearing no company name. It was signed R.L. Bruce. 3 weeks went by in this fashion. Each Saturday, I would receive the $50 check in the mail, and I began to wonder what I was being paid for when at last I heard from Mr. Bruce.
I have your first assignment for you, Mrs. Rogers.
I was beginning to wonder, Mr. Bruce.
Getting impatient, were you? Well, this will keep you busy for a while.
Really?
Mr. Paul Stevens will arrive in Hilton this afternoon. He's one of our most promising new authors.
Yes?
Mr. Stevens has some rewriting to do on a novel we plan to publish in a few months.
Oh.
Too many people interrupt him here in Los Angeles. I wonder, could you put him up at your home until he finishes?
Why, I don't know.
It'll be no bother, Mrs. Rogers. He has an awful lot of work to do.
Well, yes, I suppose I could.
That's fine. It's just a place for him to get away. Oh, one more thing.
Yes?
Just so we're sure he's not bothered, don't tell anyone he's staying with you.
When a cloud bursts and fresh, clean rain falls on a grove of rich green pine, It's so nice. And now, that same clean scent of pine is in new pine-scented Lysol.
Right. Now the one and only genuine Lysol brand disinfectant comes in a new pine scent. It disinfects, deodorizes, as nothing else does, kills disease germs on contact. In laboratory tests, Lysol's anti-germ action kept working for 7 full days. A bottle costs as little as 29 cents, and it's so easy to use. Just add new pine-scented Lysol to your suds when you clean in bathroom, kitchen, nursery, sick room. Use pine-scented Lysol because Lysol deep cleans. Make your home
Pine, sweet, and Lysol clean.
You can still get regular Lysol, too.
And now, starring Lee Patrick, Act 2 of My Dear Niece.
And that's all I knew of the job, my dear niece. Mr. Paul Stevens would phone me when he arrived at Hilton, and I was to let him stay at my home until he had finished a novel he was writing. It seemed ridiculously easy, but at least I would be doing something for my pay. It was quite late in the afternoon, almost 5 o'clock, when the telephone rang. Hello?
Mrs. Rogers?
This is Mrs. Rogers.
This is Paul Stevens, Mrs. Rogers.
Oh, yes, Mr. Stevens. I've been expecting your call.
I wonder if you could pick me up.
Of course.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Where are you?
I'm at the corner of, just a minute. The corner of Brookside and Sierra Madre.
Fine. The corner of Brookside and Sierra Madre. I'll be driving a black Buick coupe.
Black Buick coupe. I'll be waiting. Bye.
Goodbye, Mr. Stevens. When I arrived at the corner of Brookside and Sierra Madre, the usually quiet intersection was filled with people, and an ambulance was just pulling away. For all I knew, Mr. Stevens could be in it. Then I saw Officer Barnes in the police car. He would know.
Oh, good afternoon, Mrs. Rogers.
What's happened?
Hit-and-run accident a few minutes ago.
Who was hit?
Man about 35. No identification yet.
Was he badly hurt?
He's dead.
Oh, how awful.
Yeah.
I was supposed to meet someone, a gentleman here, Mr. Paul Stevens.
I'll be glad to call you when we get an identification on him.
Would you? I'd be very grateful. I went slowly back to where I had parked. I was confused and frightened a little that the hit-and-run victim might be Paul Stevens, and if so, how could I get in touch with Mr. Bruce to tell him what had happened to his young author? And then just as I started my car, I heard someone tapping on the window. Yes?
Mrs. Rogers?
Yes?
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. I'm Paul Stevens.
Oh, Mr. Stevens, I'm so relieved. Please get in. The accident upset me. I was afraid for a minute it was you.
It wasn't me.
Oh, please get in.
Thank you.
I tried making conversation with Mr. Stevens on the drive home, but he seemed tired and not inclined to talk, and so we drove quietly back to my house. We went inside, and I showed Mr. Stevens to his room, and then went into the living room to tidy up. The telephone rang as I was setting out some ashtrays. Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Rogers. This is Officer Barnes.
Oh, yes, officer, I'm glad you called. I wanted to tell you
I
that I
checked
met
that
Mr.
identification for you.
Yes, well, that's what I wanted to tell you, officer.
His name was Paul Stevens, all right.
Oh?
We had a flyer on him. That's how we knew. He was wanted for a payroll robbery in L.A., and he wasn't hit by a car. He was thrown from a car. He was murdered.
I stood there, frozen with fear, the telephone receiver in my hand, looking at the door to the hallway where the man who had called himself Paul Stevens stood smiling tightly, holding a gun in his hand. A gun that was pointed right at me.
Often on Thanksgiving, we're inclined to eat too much. And the result? Well, acid indigestion can very quickly spoil a pleasant holiday. So remember this.
Doodle you know about the little white tablets in the little green pocket roll? Just a-waiting for the moment when you need 'em to bring your acid indigestion under control. Tums are the little white tablets in the little green pocket roll. Tums for the tummy, T-U-M-S. Bring relief quicker than you'd ever guess. Best for any kind of acid distress. Keep 'em handy in the pocket roll. Keep your tummy under Tums control.
Get Tums, 10 cents, 3-roll pack a quarter. Or get the new 6-roll pack with free metal carrier, only 49 cents.
And now, starring Lee Patrick, Act 3 of My Dear Niece.
Have you any idea, my dear niece, what you do when a man points a gun at you? Well, I'll tell you. You do what he tells you to do. I hung up the phone.
Sit down.
I sat down, and I said, "Who are you? Why did you pretend to be Mr. Stevens?"
I'm stupid.
What?
I didn't think they would find out who he was. I didn't know he was hot.
You killed him?
Yes. I killed Paul Stevens.
Why?
I run a very special kind of publishing business, Mrs. Rogers. That much of the story was on the level. I print, well, pornographic books for a very special clientele. Mr. Stevens somehow got hold of a list of my customers and threatened to use it for blackmail. So, I killed him.
Oh, you horrid man.
Get your coat on, Mrs. Rogers. You've got some more driving to do.
He made me drive him to a restaurant on the highway out on the other side of town. A place with quite a bad reputation. All the while, I was trying to remember who he was. I say remember because there was something familiar about him. But what that something was, I couldn't for the life of me think. There was hardly anyone in the restaurant, since it was not yet dinner time. We'd just been seated at a table when a dark-complexioned man slid into the seat next to the man who wasn't Mr. Stevens.
What are you doing here?
I had to come. It didn't work. They found out who he was.
Why'd you stay where you were supposed to?
She knows I'm not Stevens. A cop told her.
You could stay at the house anyway, couldn't you? Do you have to come out where you could be picked up?
Al, look, listen.
What's the matter with you? Mary figures out a foolproof way for you to get rid of a guy and hide out right under the cops' noses, and you go louse up the whole deal.
It's not loused up yet.
There will be if you don't get away quick.
Maybe. Oh, I don't think you've met Mrs. Rogers. Mrs. Rogers, this is Mr. Al Newholt, who owns this place.
Hi.
How do you do?
Look, how'd the cops find out who he was? How?
He was hot. They had pictures and prints on him. I dumped him on the corner just before I met her.
Now I remember. You're Mr. Bruce.
He did the payroll job that... What'd you say?
He's Mr. Bruce, the man who offered me the job on the phone and asked me to look after Mr. Stevens.
That's right, Mrs. Rogers. How did you know?
Your voice. I thought there was something familiar about you, and now I know. Your voice.
Al, what are we going to do? The cops know the stiff is Stevens, and she knows who I am. What do we do now?
You don't panic, and you get out of here.
But I need your help, Al.
You're on your own, buddy, and you better get out of here before the dinner crowd comes in and somebody maybe recognizes you.
Okay, Al. So you won't help me?
I can't. Don't you see that?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's go, Mrs. Rogers.
Where?
Back to your house and start all over again. After that, I'm not sure. But I may have to kill you.
Of all leading filters, cigarettes, Kent filters best. Kent filters best. It makes good sense when you smoke Kent. Kent filters best. Of all of the brands of cigarettes, Kent tastes the best. Kent tastes the best. A richer taste than all the rest. Kent filters best. It makes good sense when you smoke Kent. Of all leading filter cigarettes, Kent filters best.
And now, starring Lee Patrick, Act 4 of My Dear Niece.
You may well imagine my fright, my dear niece, as I drove back through town with this bloodthirsty man at my side. My car is not new, as you know, and although I often have trouble with it, I never before had the horn stick. But that night it stuck right on the corner of Brookside and Sierra Madre.
Stop blowing your horn!
I'm sorry, Mr. Bruce, I'm not blowing my horn. It's gotten stuck.
All right, stop the car. You stay there. Don't try to drive away. See?
Yes. see.
Let's get out of here.
You got the horn fixed, Mrs. Rogers?
Who's that?
Oh.
Good evening, Mrs. Rogers.
Tell him everything's all right.
Want me to fix that horn for you?
No, thank you, Mr. Myers. It's all right.
Well, it'll only take me a second to fix it so you can use it.
Never mind. Mr. Myers, this is Mr. Paul Stevens.
How are you, sir?
Yeah.
I see you pull them wires to stop the horn. I usually take care of Mrs. Rogers' car myself. Makes me feel funny when something goes wrong with it, you know.
Of course.
I'll bring it in the morning, Mr. Myers.
Well, no sense you're bothering, Mrs. Rogers. I'll go along with you now if you like. Take you home. Not safe driving without a horn. Won't take long to fix it, and I'll have the car back to you first thing in the morning.
I believe you said you wanted to show me the town this evening, Mrs. Rogers. Wouldn't you need the car?
Well,
I was looking forward to the drive. You don't mind.
No, of course. You will pick the automobile up in the morning, Mr. Myers?
Sure, of course.
Thanks for your trouble, Mr. Myers.
I'm glad to help. This is such a little town. We all know each other and like each other. Like to help each other. That's so, Mrs. Rogers?
Yes.
Well, good night, Mrs. Rogers. And I'm glad to have met you, Mr. Stevens.
We drove on home. I tried to figure out why he chose me out of all the people who must have placed advertisements that day as the person with whom he would hide out. For by now I was convinced that Mr. Bruce had deliberately set out to murder Mr. Stevens for some reason and hide out in my house, where the police would be most unlikely to look for him. But why my house? Why had he chosen me? When we got to the house, Mr. Bruce made me place a long-distance call to Los Angeles for him. It's ringing.
All right, give it to me.
Hello?
Mary?
Bud?
Yeah. Look, meet me at Al's as soon as you can get here. Something's wrong.
What's happened? Are you all right?
Yeah, fine. I'll tell you when you get here, and get here fast.
All right, Bud.
Well, you got any pets you want to feed before we leave?
Where are we going?
Little trip. You ready? Don't answer that.
It might be the operator calling back. She'll wonder.
Okay, answer it. But I'm right here.
Hello?
Mrs. Rogers, this is Officer Barnes. Say, oh, yes, operator.
Oh, yes, operator.
Is he still there?
Yes, operator.
Stall him a little. We're coming after him.
Thank you, operator. Dear Mr. Myers, he'd understood me, and he'd told the police, and they were going to save me. Well, you just can't imagine, my dear niece. I felt exactly like the heroine in a motion picture. I simply had to prevent Mr. Bruce from leaving the house. Just a few minutes, the officer had said. Just time enough for them to get here.
All right, let's get going.
I wish I knew where we were going. Do I have to take anything with me? Will we be gone long?
You will. A long time.
Well, then I'll need several changes of clothes. Let me see.
You won't need anything.
The heater.
The what?
I left the heater on in the other room. I'd better turn it off.
All right, but make it fast. Well?
Just a second. There. Now I feel better about it.
Okay. Now, you ready?
Yes. Now I'm ready. Mr. Bruce turned off the lights and opened the front door. It was quiet on the street, peaceful and dark, but I thought for a minute that I saw a figure move suddenly toward us in the shadow. I kept praying. I wanted the police to be there, not only for myself, but because back there in the living room, the pieces of the puzzle had fit together. Now I knew the whole story, all of the whys and hows. Mr. Bruce motioned to me to go ahead, and I walked slowly down the path toward the automobile. I could feel Mr. Bruce a few steps behind me. Midway in the walk, it happened.
Hold him high, Bruce. What? Get down, Mrs. Rogers.
There you...
Oh. Mrs. Rogers. Mrs. Rogers, you all right?
Yeah. I'm all right. Thank you. I'm all right. And there it is, my dear niece. The explanation I promised you. I felt as your aunt that I should tell you, Mary, how you happened to be in the county jail awaiting trial. When Mr. Al in the roadhouse first mentioned your name, I was suspicious. But not until Mr. Bruce made the phone call to you did I piece the story together. You had suggested the advertisement. Your husband answered it and employed me. Oh, if only you'd told me, my dear, that you'd gotten married while you were in Los Angeles. After all, I am your only living relative, and I could have come to your wedding. Then this whole thing wouldn't have happened, would it, dear? Because I would have known Mr. Bruce all the time. Let me know after the trial what your new address is to be, and I will continue writing. As always, Aunt Emily.
Suspense, in which Lee Patrick starred in William N. Robeson's production of My Dear Niece, written by Elliott Lewis. In just a moment, the names of the supporting players and a word about next week's story of Suspense.
More families, far more families, use X-Lax than any other laxative. In fact, today, many doctors recommend trusted X-Lax for youngsters as well as adults. X-Lax is the preferred laxative for one important reason. X-Lax helps you toward your normal regularity, gently, overnight.
You see, X-Lax gives you the relief you want the gentle way that nature wants, without upset, without discomfort. When you take chocolated X-Lax at night, it does not disturb your sleep. And X-Lax is so effective that the next morning you'll be well on your way toward your normal regularity. Seldom, if ever, will you need X-Lax the next day.
Little wonder that of all the laxatives made today, tablet, powder, or liquid, X-Lax is the most popular. So the next time, any time that you or any member of your family needs a laxative, make that laxative pleasant-tasting chocolated X-Lax. Introductory size, only 15 cents.
Supporting Lee Patrick in My Dear Niece were Lillian Baeff, Barry Kroger, Barney Phillips, Jack Crucian, and Norm Alden. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with Kathy Lewis in A Statement of Fact. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
This is the CBS Radio Network.
Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
Murder will out, they say. And you can't keep a good man down, they say. But what pithy piece of folk wisdom covers the criminal who is a good man? That's what our story is about. A good man with a past. A criminal who returns to a reasonable facsimile of the scene of his crime. Listen then as John Lund stars in For Old Time's Sake, which begins in just a moment.
And now, For Old Time's Sake, starring John Lund, A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Now, Mr. Winterfield, if you'll sign above your wife's signature, the house is yours. It'll be a day or two before the escrow will be... Mr. Winterfield?
Bert, Mr. Nelson speaking to you.
I'm sorry. Just sign here.
Bert, you're acting so strange. What's the matter?
Nothing, Helen, nothing at all. We don't see you nearly enough, Mr. Winterfield, considering you're one of our prominent businessmen.
I don't think he likes banks.
I certainly hope that isn't the case. That was the case. I don't like banks. They make me nervous. I suppose because I helped stick up a few years ago when I was only a kid. Oh, I served my time, but I still don't like banks. I don't suppose I've been in the First National a dozen times in the 15 years I've lived in Madison City. But I had to be there now when this nightmare began.
Folks, this is a stick-up.
The bank was being robbed. It was so familiar, like watching an old movie, that I kept waiting for Pinky to go into action. Waiting for Pinky to give the orders.
Don't move back into the vault. Go on, be quick about it.
And there it was. It was Pinky's voice, crowding in on me out of the path, shouting at me.
You heard me, buddy. Get those hands up and turn around. I said get those hands up. Now turn around.
Well, what do you know?
The rest of you people move back. Go on, into the vault. Not you. You stay.
What do you want with him?
Who's she?
My wife.
Tell her to get into the vault.
Go on, Helen.
What does he want, Bert?
Please go, Helen.
Lady, I told you to get.
He means it, honey. Go on.
Right.
Well, Bert, just like old times, isn't it? Cat got your tongue? Here, grab the sack. Must be your turn to take up the collection. You still remember how it's done, don't you?
I was just a kid. I've done my time.
Does your wife know?
No, I never told her.
Does anyone in this burg know?
No.
Not even the cops?
No, no one.
What do you do for a living?
I own a hardware store.
And nobody knows that you're an ex-con?
Nobody.
Then it wouldn't do you any good if people found out. Would it, Bert?
No, it wouldn't.
Come on, then. Hold that sack open. Why?
Look, Pinky, I don't want to get mixed up in this. I've gone straight.
I know, but you don't mind helping a pal for old time's sake, do you, pal? Now then, next cage.
Leave me out of it.
You want I should kill you?
Well, what am I going to tell him?
Nothing. Don't tell nobody nothing. You don't talk, I don't talk, see? But I'll give you a break. I'll make it look good. Hand over your wallet.
Okay.
There. Now you can say you was robbed, too. Man, you're loaded. You must not trust banks. Hey, these your kids?
Yeah.
Where are they at?
My wife and I dropped them off at the show.
I'll bet you got big plans for these girls.
Sure I have.
In case you can't keep quiet for old time's sake, just remember these kids. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Where do you... Never mind, here it is. Albert Winterfield, 915 South Maple Street. I'll remember your address, Bert. 915 South Maple. If I happen to read about myself on page 1 of the morning paper, I'll be dropping in on you. Not next week, maybe, or even next month. But I'll be back.
Don't worry.
I should worry? They're your kids, Bert.
I'm aware of that. Here's your sack.
You got all of it?
Yeah.
Okay, just a minute. All clear? All clear. Everybody tied up? Yeah. Turn around, Bert. I can't waste time tying you up.
Yeah, Pinky, I remember your style.
For old time's sake, pal. Come on, boys. Let's get out of here.
And now, starring John Lund, Act 2 of For Old Time's Sake.
I woke up in the emergency hospital at police headquarters with a couple of stitches in my head. The doctor told my wife she could take me home, but first there was a Lieutenant Williams from the robbery squad to get around.
You feel well enough to answer a few questions, Mr. Winterfield?
No, I don't.
Won't take long.
Some other time, huh?
I'm afraid it's got to be now. Can you think of any reason why you were singled out to assist in the robbery?
Well, no, I was forced to do it at gunpoint.
What'd you two talk about?
Well, nothing.
You didn't talk?
No.
You didn't say anything to one another?
I told you we didn't.
Bert, that isn't what you...
You started to say something, Mrs. Winterfield? What was it, Mrs. Winterfield?
Nothing. It was nothing.
Mrs. Winterfield, a few moments ago you told me that you saw your husband talking to the gunman. Now, isn't that right?
Well,
Well, he might have said something. Yeah, in fact, he did. I remember now. He said,
Huh? What'd he say?
Well, Oh, yeah. He said he was going to kill me if I tried anything. He kept saying that over and over.
You better sit down, Mr. Winterfield. We might be here for some time.
Now, look. I'm not going to play games with you, copper.
Bert.
I've had enough of it, Helen. Now, unless you intend to book me, I'm going home.
I'm not going to book you. And you know it. But I can't help feeling that you're covering up something.
I don't care what you think. Am I free to go?
Yeah. But you know, Mr. Winterfield, this is going to trouble me. It's going to trouble me until I find out what it's about.
Be my guest. Helen, you coming?
I guess so.
Well, come on, let's go.
I'll see you later, Mr. Winterfield.
Bert, I'm waiting.
Waiting for what?
You haven't opened your mouth since we left the hospital.
There isn't anything to talk about.
Isn't anything to talk about. I should say there's a great deal to talk about.
Get off my back, Helen.
Bert, what is this? You never used that tone of voice to me before.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Bert, listen to me. If you're in trouble, I want to know about it. I want to help you.
Nobody can help me.
Bert, remember that promise we made when we were married?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. We promised we'd always tell each other the truth. We were awfully solemn about it, and I suppose maybe a little silly. But, darling, I've kept that promise. And I believe you have, too, up until now.
I never kept it, Helen. Not from the moment I made it.
Bert.
I'm sorry, dear. I loved you so much. I wanted you. I needed you so badly, I was ready to promise anything.
Yes?
I'm an ex-convict, Helen.
Oh, Bert, no.
Yeah. Don't you see, I couldn't tell you. You wouldn't have married me.
Yes, I would, Bert. That wouldn't have made any difference. It doesn't make any difference now.
You sure?
I'm positive. Then you knew that bank robber.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell the lieutenant?
Why should I?
It's your duty as a citizen.
Oh, is it?
Of course it is. Now you're guilty of withholding information from the police.
I can't rat, Helen.
Rat? Is this man a friend of yours?
Oh, not exactly. I used to work with him.
Work? You mean you robbed banks with him?
Yes.
Are you wanted for anything now?
Oh, no, Helen, no. That was a long time ago. I got caught. I went to prison. I'm clean.
Oh, it frightens me to hear you talk like that. Clean, rat, copper. I don't like it, Bert. Let's go back and tell the lieutenant.
I can't, Helen.
You can't pretend this never happened.
Well, let me worry about that, huh?
I'm not going to do it. Pull over at that gas station.
Why?
Pull over, Bert. Stop the car.
Oh, why, I said.
I want you to call the lieutenant, Bert.
I'm not going to do it. I can't.
Bert, I want you to prove to me that the past is really over with. I have to know that. Please, Bert, call the lieutenant.
I can't do it, Helen.
Why?
I have reasons.
All right, then. I will.
Helen, don't, Helen.
Police department, please.
Helen, I told you, you can't do this.
Let go of that phone.
Helen, listen to me. Do you want to get the kids murdered?
What did you say?
I said, do you want to get the kids murdered?
You're just trying to scare me, aren't you, Bert?
Oh, no, Helen, I'm serious.
He wouldn't. Would he?
He would.
Can I still trust you, Bert? This hasn't... You wouldn't say this to...
I'll leave that up to you. I'll be waiting in the car.
And now, starring John Lund, Act 3 of For Old Time's Sake.
Well, do you feel better now that you've done your duty as a citizen and taxpayer?
The lieutenant wasn't in.
Oh, good. That gives us a little time.
For what?
To use our heads. Helen, I don't have to tell the police anything. I'm not guilty of anything. Nobody but you knows that I served time.
That bank robber does.
Oh, he's taken it on the lam by now. And he won't be back unless, and get this, Helen, unless I go to the police. I know him. If I talk, he'll get me or you or the kids. But don't you see, the only sensible thing is to forget about it.
Yes, Bert, whatever you say.
Well, don't you see?
I don't know, Bert. This is the first time I've had anything to do with criminals. I guess I'll have to depend on your wider experience.
What time will the kids be out of the show?
I don't know. They'll phone.
Oh, good. Give me time for a drink. I need one. What's for dinner?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Oh, come on, darling.
I'm sorry, Bert. This is one day when dinner is not uppermost on my mind.
All right, then. When the kids call, we'll both pick them up and we'll all eat out. How would you like that?
Whatever you say, Bert.
Hiya, pal.
What are you doing here?
Well, pal, we had a little trouble getting out of town. They got Bugsy, and I got one of the cops. I'm a little hot, so I thought how nice it is to have an old pal in town. Aren't you going to introduce me to the little woman?
Get out of here.
I like it here. I want to get acquainted with your family, Bert. Where are the kids?
Why, they're...
Oh, that's right. You said they were at the show. Be home soon?
I don't know.
Unless you leave this minute, I'm going to call the police.
Get away from that phone.
Bert, he's got a gun.
Sure I got a gun. And it shoots. Real bullets. Now sit down and shut up. Don't answer it.
But it might be the kids.
Oh, yeah, the kids. And they'd think something was wrong if Mummy and Daddy weren't home. Okay, go ahead and answer it, Bert. Tell them to get on the bus and come home.
No, Bert, don't let them come here. Tell them to go to the grandmother's. I don't want them here with this hoodlum.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that, doll. But just to show you what a nice guy I am, I'm going to let you talk to the kids. Go on, answer the phone.
Don't do anything foolish, Helen.
You better tell those little kiddies to get on the bus and come home. Or they ain't going to have no mama.
Please, Helen.
Hello? Oh, hello, honey. No, Daddy won't be able to pick you up. We want you and Cindy to take a bus and go to Grandmother's. Remember, Grandmother!
All right, doll, I want you.
Wait, Pinky. You're going to need us.
I'll still have you.
No, listen to me a minute. I can pick up the kids at the bus stop.
Don't do it, Bert!
One more word out of that woman and I'll kill them both of you. I'll kill you right now.
Let me handle it, Helen.
Lady, you got anything more to say? Come on. Just one word. Any word. Okay. Now, don't you open your mouth again. All right, Bert, go get the kids. No tricks. Believe me, it would be a pleasure to kill this woman of yours. If one lousy cop shows up, she's dead. Now beat it.
And now, starring John Lund, Act 4 of For Old Time's Sake.
I left the house not knowing what to do. It wouldn't make any difference to Pinky how many people he killed. If I picked up the kids, there was a good chance they'd get it, too. But if I didn't, Helen would get it for sure. I was walking to my car when a squad car pulled up with two cops in front. Lieutenant Williams was one of them.
Going somewhere, Mr. Winterfield?
What do you want?
I want to talk to your wife. The office said she tried to call me.
She hasn't anything to say to you?
Well, as long as I'm here, I might as well hear it from her.
You got a search warrant?
I don't need a warrant to ring doorbell.
You're not going in, Lieutenant.
Let go of that door.
Look, don't, Lieutenant. He'll kill her. Who? The guy from the bank. He's in there with my wife.
Get that on the radio, Joe. Tell the boys to close in. Winterfield, get out of the way.
Give me a break, Lieutenant.
You've had all the breaks you'll get from me, mister.
For my wife's sake, listen to me.
All right, what's on your mind?
Give me a gun.
Give you a gun? Are you crazy?
I'm the only one who could get close enough to save her.
Even so, I can't give you a gun. How do I know you're not in this up to your ears?
Believe me, I'm not mixed up in the robbery. Sure, I'm an ex-con, and I know the guy. We work together. But I'm not mixed up in this one. Please, Lieutenant, for my wife's sake.
Are you sure he'll kill her? Might be bluffed.
Oh, no, Lieutenant. I know this man.
All right, Winterfield. I'll take a chance on you. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't, Lieutenant.
Oh, those idiots. Joe, tell them to shut off the sirens. I probably did it. Sorry, Winterfield.
Give me the gun, Lieutenant.
The guy can hear the siren. He's going to know that something's up.
I got to take that chance. Give me the gun.
Okay, Winterfield. Here you are. Good luck.
Get away, Bert. He's going to kill you.
Can you hear me, Bert?
I can hear you, Pinky.
Don't come in, Bert.
Shall I kill a bird, or are you coming in?
I'm coming in, Pinky. Okay, drop the gun.
Are you dirty rat?
Are you all right, Bert?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Is he dead?
Are you two okay?
Yeah. But Pinky's dead, Lieutenant. I had to kill him.
Yeah. He's dead, all right. I guess a lot of things died with him.
Well, that's up to you, Lieutenant.
Well, why don't you come in and tell me the whole story one of these days?
Right. I'll be glad to. I got nothing to hide now, have I, Helen?
Nothing, darling.
Well, then, let's go find those kids of ours.
Suspense, in which John Lund starred in William N. Robeson's production of For Old Time's Sake, written by Gordon Christian. Supporting John Lund in For Old Time's Sake were Virginia Gregg, Bill Quinn, and Joe DeSantis. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with Elliot Reed in Four of a Kind. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.